Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be trying out some new drugstore products. This is going to be a full drugstore makeup tutorial. I have not done one of these in so long, by the way. Don't mind that. So yeah, I haven't done a full drugstore look in a really long time. I figured today was the day because I do have a few new products that I want to test out with you guys. And then I also have some things that I love that I also wanted to mention as well. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going to do. I was hoping for something a little bit more natural, nothing too crazy because my last few ones have been like smoky eyes or just something dramatic. I really wanted to try, you know, something a little bit lighter, but the lashes that I pulled look pretty dramatic, so I guess we'll see. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, definitely give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already and hit that post notification bell. That way you're notified every single time I upload a video. If you're into more vlog style, lifestyle type videos, I do have a vlog channel as well, so you can check that out down below in the description box. If you're interested in seeing what we create in this video and how some of these products work out, then let's just go ahead and get started. We have two eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore right here. I'm really late on announcing this one, but this is the one that is the Emily Noel collab with Makeup Revolution. This is the Emily Edit palette, The Needs. I was not able to get the other palette that she came out with. This is the only one that I have. You have a lot of neutral shades. You have a blush, a bronzer, and then there's also this palette from NYX that I got forever ago. It's called the Grind palette, and it's really, really pretty. I like the packaging a lot. It's very luxurious. And then these are the shades. They're a little bit more deep and kind of sultry. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If I dip into this palette, I feel like I'm going to stay in the matte area because I really don't want to do anything too crazy today. So this is what the Emily Edit The Needs looks like. Just an easy everyday palette. I'm going to take this MAC 240S brush. It's kind of big, as you can see. And I'm going to take the shade Kindness, which is this one right here. And I'm actually just going to put this all over my lid. And then what I'm going to do is take a fluffy blending brush. So I have this one right here from Sigma. It's the Tapered Blending E35. And I'm going to go in with Faith. This one's really pretty. It's just a nice warm shade. I'm going to toss this into the crease. I've been doing lots of question and answers on Instagram. And one of the questions that I had, which I didn't answer on my Instagram, but I figured I would mention it now because it kind of applies to what I'm doing. Someone asked why I don't ever use tape on my eyes anymore. And the only time that I use tape is when I'm doing like a smoky liner. Ooh, that would be pretty today, a smoky liner. If I'm doing a smoky liner and I need a nice sharp edge, or if the look in general just needs like a nice, clean, sharp look, then I'll use it. But most of the time, I've just been not using tape. Also, I cannot believe Christmas is not next week, but the week after, like a few days after. I just can't believe it. We're leaving for Georgia next weekend and we're heading down there. We have like a shorter break because I have to come back for work. I have to be in New York and stuff. So that kind of sucks because we could stay down there longer, but I have to be back. We'll be back pretty quickly after Christmas, but I'm still happy we get to go down there. Also, I found my Jaclyn Hill palette. I think because my table is white and the palette is white, I could not find it for the longest time, but it was literally sitting on the corner of my desk. So I was like, what the heck? I was cleaning yesterday and I found it and I was like, oh my gosh, it was right here all along. Oh, a lot of people are asking where I get Rose's duck from. If you don't follow my vlog channel or even just like my Instagram stories, Rose has this duck that she's obsessed with. She's loved it ever since we got it. It just like quacks everywhere and she's just in love. I actually got it from Petco and I got it online from Petco. I ordered like 10 of them. I'm actually going to dip into this shade right here with the same brush and kind of go on the outer edges of this. Someone said, have you ever been to an FRG meeting? Yes, I sure have. It's just what you got to do. Gotta go to those meetings and know what the heck is gonna go on the next few months. What's your favorite makeup product at the moment? Honestly, right now, it's still that Makeup Revolution foundation. It's just so freaking good. I know I've talked about it so many times. That's why I'm not using it today because I know you guys know that I'm obsessed with that. That's definitely like my top favorite product right now. It just kind of swept me off my feet. So that, and then underneath that would definitely be that Jaclyn Hill palette and then the Huda Beauty concealer, so on and so forth. I just did a video on my favorites and that the products I'm taking into 2019. So if you guys haven't seen it, I will link it down below. Lots of really good stuff in there. I highly recommend checking it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into what do I want to take? I'm taking this color right here and seeing what it looks like all over the lid. I'm just curious because I don't really want a shimmery look on my eye today, unless it's like my brow bone highlight. I'm kind of feeling a super matte look, so let's see if we can make this work. So I'm putting this shade in the NYX palette on my lid. This tiny brush, you guys know I love this one for like precise blending. It's the Sigma Blending E36, and I'm going to use the shade, I think I'm going to use this one in the Emily Edit palette because it's a very like true brown. So I'm going to use the shade Hope, and I'm going to take this into the crease just to deepen up the look and add some dimension. So we'll just kind of blend it in this outer V and then drag it into the crease. I'm curious to know how y'all's December is going. Let me know. Have you guys been doing any like Christmassy winter things? We honestly really haven't been. I mean, it's been snowing quite a bit up here. And then, oh, we have some gingerbread houses that we want to make for the vlog channel. And then I know a lot of people are asking me about a gift guide. I thought I would do a gift guide this year, but honestly my mind is totally blank. I feel like I know what to get Davis, and I got him everything that I wanted to get him, and I'm so excited for it. But I feel like we could totally do a gift guide for men on the vlog channel, but I don't really know for girls, because I don't know if you guys would want, like, I mean, I could come up with some stuff, but I think you guys would know what I would say. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be like too repetitive. I don't know. If you guys want to see like a last minute one, give me your ideas. Now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to dabble back into this. I don't know. What did I take into my crease before this? Oh, I took Faith. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Faith from the Emily Edits palette. And I'm just going to kind of go over this and blend it out. I used a clean MAC 217. Really good brush. Oh, by the way, you guys, I just purchased so much stuff. Okay, all right, that was a little excessive. I didn't purchase that much stuff, but I purchased quite a bit of things from Ulta, including like MAC stuff, because honestly, when I see MAC or I smell MAC products, it's just so nostalgic to me, and I just love it. Like, I love that brand because of the memories, not necessarily because of the makeup. So I purchased a couple other blushes that I used to love that I know if I had in my collection were expired. I also purchased, what else did I purchase? Oh, I purchased some stuff from Beauty Bakery, which I'm really excited about. It's like a powder and then a highlight palette. I definitely got a lot of highlight palettes. This new Wet n Wild one that I'm about to show you guys in this video was one of the palettes that I got. And the foundation too that I have in here, which I'm pretty sure is brand new. Sol L'Oreal is coming out with a new concealer, and I'm definitely wanting to try that out because I love me some concealer. My favorite concealer that you guys are going to see from the drugstore is definitely this one, the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. It's just full coverage, sits on the skin really well. It's like one of my favorites. So you guys will see that today. Because I combined like some of my all-time faves with new products, so that way I could kind of tell you a little bit more about them. And I didn't necessarily have a new product for every single part of the face, so you'll kind of just see like my holy grails, some new stuff. So far, I really do like these two palettes. I think they're looking really nice, especially together. Of course, if you have these kind of shades in different palettes, you could change them out and not have to use two different ones. But I like the matte look that we're going with here because I love these kind of smoky eyes. These kind of eyes right here are my favorite when you just want to wear like mascara, like obviously a full face, because that's just how I am. I can't go without like, if I'm going to do eyeshadow, I'm going to do a full face. Like this with the full face, obviously a smoky under eye, and then like really natural lashes, a nude lip. It just looks so good to me. I'm going to stop with eyes there because I'm pretty satisfied with the way that it looks. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with primer and foundation. So I'm going to bring out a primer you guys haven't seen in a while. If you've been watching me for a really long time, you know that this is one of my favorites. So first I am going to spray my face with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus, what do they call this? Primer water spray. So if you like the Smashbox primer water, this is a great alternative if you don't want to spend the money on it. For my problem areas, I'm going to be using the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory. This is great if you have oily skin, larger pores. I'm going to take this product in between my fingers and I'm going to put this in my T-zone, just to really smooth this out and keep us matte. And then today we will be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Yes, so this is new. There's 30 colors. That's pretty good. $14.99. And I'm going to tell you real quick a little detail and benefits about it. Introducing L'Oreal's breakthrough longwear foundation with breathable skin technology. Infallible Fresh Wear 24-hour foundation provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. The formula's 3 oil absorbers resist sweat, water, and transfer. The ultra-thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy look and complexion that lasts. So it says long-lasting foundation with their most lightweight, breathable texture, waterproof, transfer resistant, and sweat resistant, and again, the medium to full buildable coverage. How to use, they just have apply all over the face with your fingers or a brush, or use a beauty sponge to blend. So we're going to use a beauty blender today to try these out. I have 2 different shades. We have 490 and 475. It is a pump and it is a glass bottle. You get 1 fluid ounce, so there's a little close-up of it. This one is 490. All right, so that's 490. That looks pretty good. That one's a little too light. So we're going to use the shade 490 right here. I'm going to use my beauty blender with dog hair all over it. And we're just going to go ahead and apply this to one side of the face. This feels like a pretty thin foundation. So we'll see if it's buildable. Oh, wow. I mean, that's like a really good color match for me. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize or anything. I do want to do a full wear test on it, but I wanted to include it in this video to do just a first impression. So let me know down below in the comments, or give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see a wear test on it, like a full day out and about. Maybe it'll snow if we get lucky. But so far, I mean, this looks pretty good. And between this one and the Makeup Revolution, it seems like the drugstore is really catching on to being full coverage but being more lightweight, because this one's pretty lightweight, and then so that Makeup Revolution one, and they're pretty much like the same consistency in my opinion. Nice kind of thinner, lightweight formula. Just kind of going over everything, and it's really not that dewy. It's pretty matte on my skin. I mean, it's got like a little bit of a glow, but I tried out a new foundation the other day that was high-end. My skin has never looked worse, you guys. It was so bad. I was concerned for myself. I was like, what the hell is this? I can wear this right now, but I will for sure be mixing in 475 in the future just to have it a little bit lighter, because I feel like it's going to oxidize a little bit. But the finish is really nice. I don't feel like I need to build this up. It's pretty full coverage on its own, but I think if you have certain spots that you want to add more product to, you definitely can. And it does have a scent, but it's like a clean, it's like a fresh, clean scent, if that makes sense. It doesn't smell bad, and it's not too strong. Now I'm going to take that Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. Again, this is one of my favorites, and I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes. This one's in the shade, look at how smooth that is. This one's the shade, I think it's light. Yeah, there's light and then light medium. Light medium is a little too dark for me, but light is pretty good. It blends out really well. I think I did a first impressions on this too, like forever ago. This is also not a super dewy concealer either. It works really well for oily skin. And we're gonna blend this out and get ourselves a nice full coverage look. If you have not tried this concealer yet, you're missing out. There's a lot of amazing Flower Beauty products that you guys should definitely go try out. The highlighter palette, the eyeshadows are really good. This concealer, I think those are most of the things that I've tried out, but they're really nice. What is everyone's favorite drugstore product? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see, because everybody has such different preferences. I want to try the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer again, because I used to love that, but I haven't used it in so long. We've got most of it blended. Just need to go in and fix my inner corners, but you see how much that brightened up the skin? It looks so good. So I know I haven't been uploading a lot lately just because I am just slammed right now. I have actually been looking for an editor for my main channel videos, definitely not for my vlogs, because I'm a little bit too crazy about my vlogs. Like, I like to be on hand with those. My beauty channel videos are pretty like cut and dry. You guys know I don't do too much crazy editing. I'm looking for someone to edit my videos, so hopefully I'll have an editor soon, which will make life a little bit easier, because then I can just like submit everything to them, have them edit it, send it back to me, upload, you know what I mean? I've just been so busy with the boutique and, you know, things behind the scenes that I can't really tell you guys about. I mean, I have a lot going on in my personal life. I have a lot, I mean, the Christmas is coming up. It's just like a busy time of the year, but I promise you guys, 2019, we're coming in hot. So far, so good on this foundation, and the fact that it works so well with these primers. Normally, I use my regular primers to give a foundation a fair shot, but I figured I liked both of these primers, so I would just use it with the foundation, and they all work really well together. So if you're looking for a good drugstore combo, there you go. You guys know I love to mix my primers. Powder, I am going to be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Lace Powder. This is really good. I don't necessarily love the packaging. It is a bit messy, but it is a great powder. So I just pour some into the cap, bake, and set underneath my eyes. And this is a really great, like, brightening powder as well. It gives a nice smooth finish. I just really enjoy this one. All right, so while that bakes, we're going to do eyebrows. I'm going to use my favorite eyebrow products. These are the Catrice Slimatic eyebrow pencils. I like to use medium on the outer half and then light on the inner part. And these are perfect, in my opinion. Formula-wise, they are definitely a dupe for the Benefit Brow Contour Pro, like, yeah, with the formula, so highly recommend checking these out. I do go through them pretty quickly, but they're only a couple $dollars each, so I don't really mind too much since I love the formula so much. And they have a spoolie on the other end. So that is the eyebrows done with the Catrice, and now I'm going to take this Palladio. Now I'm going to take the Palladio Brow Styler. This one's a tinted gel in light medium, and I'm just going to put this over my brows. And then what I'm going to do is just dust away this bake that we had going on. The dual fiber brush. And then we are going to do a slight bronze. We don't need much because I'm pretty tan right now. I am going to do just a little bit. And we have, let's see, we have a new bronzer from janecosmetics. I think you can get this at Rite Aid. And I don't know how this is going to work as a bronzer. Maybe it'll be a contour shade, but this is in the shade Dream. And this is what it looks like. Actually, it might work for bronzing. It's not too dark, I don't think. So I'm going to use maybe I'll use this brush. This is from Dior. That's not bad. It's kind of like a contour slash bronzer. Hello? Oh, I thought my mic died. Oh. Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to like this as a bronzer, but I'm kind of digging it. The brush I'm using is, this was sent to me in PR. It's the Dior number 16. And now I'm just going to blend this out. And I don't think I'm going to contour, or maybe I'll do a little bit of contouring. Okay, so a few of my favorite bronzers are definitely the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the deep one. It's so good. I just love the color that it gives to my face, and it smells amazing. Another big favorite of mine is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Bronzer in Sunkissed. This one is really, really beautiful. It has been beaten up. I've gone through quite a few of these. And then another really great bronzer is this Lottie London. This is the Tan Time Bronzer. And this is another great warm bronzer to warm up your complexion. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this Jane one, and I'm going to use a more dense brush. This is the Sigma Small Contour, and I'm just going to put this right underneath my cheekbones to contour a little bit more shade. It's a little bit more warm than what I really want for a contour, but we're just gonna make it work for now. Okay, so my mic completely died on me, so I'm gonna run through what I used before it died. So I was moving on to blush, and I didn't know what blush I wanted to use. So this is the blush that I was gonna use. It's a newer one. I haven't played with it before. It's the NYX Away We Glow blush in Brick Road, but I decided to pass up on it because I'm not a big fan of these shimmery glowy blushes. And I mentioned to you guys that I love the Palladio matte blushes. These are some of my favorite formulas. They're really great, they blend really well, and they last all day. So this one in the color Chic is a must-have. It goes with like every single look. The one I used today is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and I ended up mixing these two shades for my cheek color. I tried out the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlight palette. This is a nice palette, but for me it just emphasizes my texture a little too much, so I stopped using this and I went and got this one. This is the Milani Rose Glow Stellar Lights palette, and this is a really great intense highlighter. Like, it's so nice. I do feel like my texture is emphasized because of the Wet n Wild one, because I did go pretty far down on my cheek. Yeah, if you don't have that much texture, you might like this. I mean, it's a pretty decent formula, but I believe this one's around $15 too, and it's just a little bit more intense. So yeah, this one's not a favorite. but this one is, and then you guys know I love the Makeup Revolution highlighters. Now what I'm going to do, I didn't have a brown liner, but if I could, I would totally use a brown eyeliner, but this is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Matte. This is a black eyeliner. It's one of my favorites too, because it doesn't run on my eyes. Going back into the Emily Edit palette, I'm going to use a brush like this. I'm going into the shade Hope, which is the darker brown, and I'm pushing this up against that lower lash line, pretty close to the waterline. And then I'm going to use a pencil brush. My favorite is this one from MAC. It's the 219. And we're going to go in with Faith and just blend out the edges of that. So what I like to do is kind of go over that dark brown, but also a little bit under as well, so it gives that more faded look. And I like my looks to be pretty smoky. So I drag this down quite a bit. And I connect it to the outer V. I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I think I'm going to just do lashes today, like my regular lashes, instead of falsies, because I haven't done like my real lashes in a long time. So this is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-hour lash extension one. This is really good. This just gives so much volume. I finally got my other Wet n Wild MegaSlim Skinny Mascara. It's my favorite for my lower lash line. I've already went through one, and it's just so good. It gives you such fluffy lashes, but it's not too thick. I mean, it's just the perfect mascara. Now, for your top lashes, not so much. I'm going to use this Gigi Hadid from Maybelline lip liner. Okay, and this butter lipstick is in the shade Brazilian Sunset. That orange matches like really well, but I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter shade, which is in Soaking Up the Sun, and put that on top. Nice glossy finish, which I honestly need right now because my lips are really dry. And my lips never get dry, so this is really interesting for me. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love the way it turned out. I like the all matte eye, kind of simple. I mean, you could do this for every day if that's your vibe. I mean, I would. If you're going out to dinner or something, I think this would be a really great look. So for me, I think the standout product in this video is definitely this foundation. I think it looks really good on my skin, especially with that Flower Beauty concealer. I feel like everything looks pretty smooth on my skin. The only part that's showing texture is definitely that Wet n Wild highlighter. This will not be something that I use all the time. I'm not super impressed by it. I have other drugstore highlighters that I love so much more. If you guys would like a dedicated / updated drugstore makeup that I'm obsessed with, like my favorites, then let me know in the comments. I can definitely do that for you guys. I just mentioned some in my last video, but if you want a full video dedicated to it, let me know and maybe I can do like a tutorial or something. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys want to see a wear test on this foundation, because I'm so curious to see how it wears throughout the day, then give this video a thumbs up. If you guys are into it, I will definitely do that for you guys. The only thing I would have done differently with this makeup look is set it with the Morphe setting spray, but I don't know if you guys count that as drugstore, so I didn't include it. After I get off video, I will definitely set my face with some Morphe setting spray. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I think through all the makeup stuff that comes out right now, High End just came out with so much stuff, and it's like you gotta go through it before, you know, the time is up. It was good to kind of get back into the swing of drugstore makeup and just see that you can get amazing makeup looks at an affordable price with these products. Highly recommend a lot of these items in here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!